here with Mr. Cupid Sheffield himself. Alrighty, so Cupid, tell us, why do you think it's important to give back?
Very important. In this world of relativity, of course, what you give is what you get. Everybody, you know, the more you give is the more that you get in return. There's a lot of people out there who are less fortunate than some of us. And if you have the opportunity to give, then I mean, it's pretty much imperative to kind of keep the cycle of good going. You know, give, receive, give, receive. So I'm kind of like taking part in that theory, and that's what's been blessing me thus far.
Yeah, Urban Prep is the country's first all-boys charter public high school network, and we've had a 100% college acceptance rate for all of our graduates for the last 3 years. So we're really excited about that, and we're looking to expand outside of Chicago across the whole country so we can bring high-quality education to all the folks everywhere in this country.
Tim, tell us where we can find out more about Urban Prep.
Anybody who's interested in Urban Prep can go to our website, urbanprep.org, and find out everything there is to know about us.
Because we're recognizing people who do things in the community without the recognition. So it's about time. It's hard work. They do it because they love to do it, and they give back to the community every day. So we're just recognizing them. They should be recognized.
Now, Mr. Chestnut, do you support any charities? Do you have your own
I have a couple
foundation?
charities I support. Yeah. Children's Miracle Network is one of them, amongst a few others.
You know, various people impacted my life, so anything I can do to do the same for a young person or anybody really, I'm more than willing to do it. Right now, I stay really involved with Steve Harvey Foundation. I have a home in Atlanta, and I've been involved with, they mentor young men. They do a thing in Atlanta for a whole weekend. They take 100 young men, they bring them in. I was honored to speak on the panel with a lot of fabulous people, so I try to work with them. I do a lot of little things around Atlanta. Terry J. Bond has a actors lounge in Atlanta called the Green Room that I work with some of the summer camp, working with kids that want to get into business. So I try to stay involved in between gigs, and I'm happy to do as much as I can.
You know, it's important because, you know, all of us can learn something from each other, you know, and I think a lot of times we get so caught up in thinking that because we don't have money or we don't have a big platform or we don't have power that we can't actually contribute and give something back to somebody and help them in some way, shape, or form. And I think tonight is a great example that that's not true at all. You have kids out here that are up for, you know, awards. You have adults that are up for awards. Anybody can make a difference in the community, no matter if it's knowledge, if it's just helping somebody in some way, shape, or form, volunteering in some way, shape, or form. You could do something for somebody else, because the reality of life, and it's crazy how life is, you never really know when the tables turn and all of a sudden you may be on the opposite end and you wonder why nobody helped you. Karma exists, and she's a beautiful girl. Pay attention to her.
So Michael Blake, National Deputy Director for Obama for America. You know, our community, you know, we're focused on giving back. Everything that's happened in the African American community is about how do we have positive achievements. You know, whether it be through Pell Grants and HBCUs, people getting access to health care, barbershops and beauty salons, what's going on in the churches, how we're helping black businesses. This is about making sure our communities have an opportunity to get opportunity and access. And that's why we're here today at the Hoodie Awards. Everything Steve Harvey's been talking about empowering our community and making things better. That's why we support him, and that's why we're hoping people support the president.
Like, one of the things I'm really passionate about is I teach financial integrity through an organization called Operation Hope. And I teach financial integrity to inner city youth, you know, basically about how money works and the association of money and time. And what else? That's probably like one of my favorite things. And the other thing is, of course, I have a nonprofit organization with a friend of mine, Juliet Johnson, called aplacetorebuild.org. And we teach AIDS awareness to the kids throughout West Africa. And what is another charity that I'm into? Well, now I'm here for the Hoodie Awards. I guess
that's a good thing.
Yeah, and see, the thing with the Hoodie Awards is really dope, because I just love the fact that it's a really unique way to incentivize people within the community. Because sometimes people go on and do good deeds and not feel appreciated, and feeling appreciated is enough of an incentive to get other people.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi, gorgeous.
Alrighty, so tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now, what causes you're supporting your charity.
Oh my goodness. I work with China Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has the highest child mortality rate in the whole world. 1 in 9 women die during childbirth, and 1 in 4 children die before the age of 5. And so we're doing, we just built a maternal ward in Kono in Sierra Leone, and I'm really excited about the future, and I only hope to continue to build hospitals.
Steve does an amazing job with his Boys Weekend down in Dallas. He also does the Disney Dreamers Academy and several other events throughout the year. So anything I can do to be a small cog in that wheel, I try to do my best to support him in his endeavors.
And this is, I think, the 10th year. And so it's a great thing. I'm very honored to be here and to celebrate the winners and as well as nominees.
Talk to me about our young people today in music. All around the country, music programs are being cut in schools. Yet, how do we inspire young people to embrace music as you did when you were young?
I think that people have to, and those of you here of the media and press, you have to impress upon the people that you reach that it's important for them to go out, make sure they register their names so that they can truly state their claim and vote for what they want. Vote in the people that are for the perpetuation of life and the celebration of life and for true unity of life and putting America together for real, not for one's personal gain, but for the meaning and the purpose of what it really is meant to be and stand for, and vote out those who basically are just talking a bunch of bull.